What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. Today we are talking about the Alpha Theory K9 pre-workout. Let's get to it. So just remember, guys, this review is completely honest, unbiased, and unpaid. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. We got a lot more videos coming, guys, before we end this review miss. I know it's been a few days since we've done a pre-workout review. I was fortunate enough to get this right when I got back. Obviously, you guys just watched my top 5 pre-workouts of 2019. You guys can hit the link up here if you guys want to check that out. This is part of that list of my top 5. Make sure you guys check out that video. You guys can kind of get my honest thoughts on my top 5 of 2019. So anyway, guys, let's get to today's review. If you guys are new to the channel, we break down the review into 4 different parts. This is the first time you guys kind of heard that if you're kind of a returner. Usually I break it down into 3, but I have decided to start doing 4 different parts. We're gonna talk about number 1, price. We're gonna talk about 2, the label ingredient breakdown. We'll talk about 3, the taste. I'll go hit a big workout. We'll come back, we'll talk about the effects. That'll be number 4. That kind of gives you guys the best option of how this pre-workout worked out for me. And I can give you guys my honest thoughts on exactly what I think of this pre-workout and how it kind of stands up to the rest of the pre-workouts that I've talked about over the entire course of 2019. Now, this pre-workout was actually sent to me by Alpha Theory. They actually reached out to me. This is the first time a company has actually reached out to VW Fitness. So shout out to those guys for finding me. I don't know how they came across my channel, but I'm glad that we're starting to gain some traction, and I really do appreciate them willing to send this to me for a fully honest review. And that's all they asked for. I'm not being paid. I don't get any commissions, anything like that. This is completely unbiased, and I've never tried this product, as you guys will see here in a second. So definitely want to disclose that. Definitely want to make sure I let you guys know that, because I think it's very important, especially today, you know, influencers and whatnot, everyone being paid to say certain things. Let's just jump right into it, guys. Price this comes in at $34.99 right off of their website. It does include 30 full servings. I think that's a terrific price. The price per serving is about $1.17, which is phenomenal. Now, based on that price point per serving with my consistent pricing scale, that comes in at a 4 out of 5. Now, here's kind of the kicker. I did reach out to them after I received the product, and I asked if I could get any sort of a discount code for you guys watching this video. And they said, yep, here you go. So the discount code, guys, is VW25. That's gonna save you 25% off your entire order. Yeah. That's right. Now, because I don't base my rating scales on discount codes and all those sort of things, because sometimes you miss it, sometimes it's only active for a certain amount of time, you know, I don't really rate on that kind of scale. So just throwing this out there though, if you guys use that discount code, and even with shipping, okay, they do charge shipping costs, but they're very, very low compared to a lot of other shipping that I've seen. Overall, shipping is not a big deal. And I know I don't really talk about that a ton, but I do mention it. So I definitely wanted to mention it here. When I did add this to the cart, I had the promo code. It's still very inexpensive. So with that price point, okay, it's roughly about 88 cents a serving, guys. That is a phenomenal price. I'm not gonna rate it because, like I said, you guys can kind of figure out what I would most likely rate it. But I think that's a phenomenal price point. I don't make any commissions off that code, guys. That is strictly for you guys, my viewers, my subscribers, and anyone new to the channel. So thank you very much. So moving right along, guys, let's just jump right into this label here. We are starting out with a 13.5 gram scoop. I would say that's a medium to kind of mid-level kind of size scoop. Obviously, I'm not a scoop chaser really as much as I used to be. I kind of was always kind of chasing that big scoop, as many actives as possible. I've kind of scaled that back ever since I started doing a lot more reviews, obviously. But I think 13.5 is a good amount, and especially based on the amount of actives that are in this label. It's a very simple, to the point label. Let's just get into it. So we start out with 100 micrograms of vitamin B12. I am gonna go through the vitamins and minerals here because I think it's important. It's kind of one of the selling points as well, in my opinion. We have 30 milligrams of vitamin C, 30 milligrams of calcium, 60 milligrams of magnesium, 60 milligrams of potassium, and 100 milligrams of sodium. So, you know, those 6 ingredients right there, that's gonna help with hydration, it's gonna help with the electrolyte replenishment. Obviously, as we work out, as we lose, you know, electrolytes, we need something to replenish. You know, a lot of people think of Gatorade. This is that same sort of thing without obviously all the sugar. So it's great to see that. A lot of other pre-workouts, don't get me wrong, have a lot of that, but because this label is so simple, I definitely wanted to point it out as it is one of the key selling points here. Next up, we have 6 grams of the citrulline malate. Now, again, I've talked about citrulline malate. I just did a video on citrulline. Hit the link here if you guys want to check that out. You're still getting 4 grams of citrulline, which is, in my opinion, a good amount. Obviously, I would prefer to see 6 to 8 grams of pure citrulline, but 4 grams is definitely a good amount, I think, for anyone that's trying to look for some pump in their pre-workout. 3.2 grams of beta-alanine. I literally just talked about beta-alanine as well. You guys got to check out the whole series. I did 5 videos of my top 5 kind of ingredients. Beta-alanine was up there, 3.2 grams, efficacious dose. That's kind of the dose I like to see in most of my pre-workouts. You know, if there's a little bit more, awesome. If it's at 3.2, awesome. 1 gram of creatine monohydrate. Now this one kind of stood out to me because it's interesting that they decided to do 1 gram of monohydrate. Efficacious dose here is going to be 5 grams. Reasoning why they more than likely didn't is because some people don't necessarily want to take creatine. For me personally, I am supplementing creatine. You guys can see it back there. 5 grams every single day, whether I work out or not. It's not loading, it's not anything like that. But when you're looking at 1 gram of creatine monohydrate, I like that they're at least putting it in there, because if you are taking some other sort of creatine product, obviously you're getting closer to that 5 gram kind of efficacious dose. I can see why they didn't do 5 grams as well, because obviously some people have some issues with creatine. Some people don't want to be retaining water, you know, all those fluids into the muscle tissue, that sort of stuff. So I can kind of understand where they're trying to make it appeal to the masses and not really targeted towards, you know, one single person. So 1 gram is good. Like to see that. 1 gram of taurine, again, a solid amount. I've obviously seen more, but I think with this label, 1 gram is a perfect amount. And then last up, guys, that's it. 350 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. So a very, very simple label, guys. In terms of the label, everything's fully disclosed. Everything's right there, right in front of you. There are some natural and artificial flavoring in this. I know some people would like to point that out or comment and you know, at me, which is fine. In my opinion, it's not that big a deal. Overall, I'm gonna give the label 5 out of 5. I think it's a solid label. I think it's very simple and to the point. It'll really come down to the effects and kind of how I feel. I have not taken any stims really for the past 4 or 5 days. As you guys kind of been watching all of my pre-workout ingredient videos, I just really haven't been taking any stims. It's not necessarily my stim break, but I kind of just took a break while I was out of town and whatnot from pre-workouts and caffeine. So this will be kind of interesting to take today. Let's just jump right into the taste, guys. We went with the peach mango. They actually offered me all 3 of their flavorings. I decided to go with peach mango here. Feeling tropical. Recommends 8 to 12 ounces of water. As you guys know, we did 10 ounces. I kind of split everything down the middle if you guys are new to the channel. All right, so initial smell, whew, it's powdery, so be careful if you do decide to smell it. We're gonna do 1 full scoop here. Yeah, it tastes like those Peachos. You know, the Peacho, like chewy things, candies. Yes. All right, mixability. Foam, I would say, is kind of a standard here, not a ton. It kind of does look pretty watered down. Mixability on the bottom, a little bit of sediment, nothing out of the ordinary here. And let's give it our taste test. Okay, it tastes just like it smells, guys. It tastes just like the Peachos, okay? Those like chewy, kind of gummy, sour, kind of candies. I don't know how to explain it, but it literally tastes just like them. I would say slightly more sweet than that, which is kind of hard to say when you consider that those Peachos just have sugar all over them. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I don't get a ton of sour. I do get a little bit of that mango in there. It's very peachy, so I will say that off the bat, you know, disclaimer. I mean, it is peach mango, peach being the first word. Yeah, taste is incredible. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 in terms of taste. I think it tastes really good. This is gonna be a really interesting one, guys. I don't really know what to expect. Like I said, I haven't taken any pre-workout in a few days, so I'm kind of excited to see how this one goes. It's a very simple label, which I do appreciate. Everything in there is efficaciously dosed, which is awesome. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna smash the rest of this back. I'm gonna head over to the gym. I'll come back, we'll talk effects. And yeah, we'll see you guys here in a few minutes. All right, guys, we just finished up that workout, just got home, and let's talk about the effects of the Alpha Theory Supps K9 pre-workout. So, like I said, the taste was incredible, guys. I just basically slammed it within about, like, I would say 10 minutes, I was feeling the beta tingles. It wasn't anything overwhelming. I think most people would be okay with it. Personally, I had no issues with it. No stomach issues whatsoever. Didn't feel any sort of bloating or any weird stuff like that that some people tend to get with some pre-workouts. I have had that in the past. No such thing with this. Overall, the workout was really good. It was about 50 minutes and then a 10-minute warm-up, and then I sat in the sauna for about 10-15 minutes as well. I would say the focus and the pump was probably the main thing here. And obviously that's the majority of what pre-workouts are trying to do, is bring you the best pump, give you the best stim, that kind of thing. I think the big thing here, guys, to consider is that it's a very simple and effective label. There's no gimmicks here. There's not a lot of like fillers. There's not stuff in here that there's not a ton of research, and they're just kind of putting it in to make a bigger scoop. I've talked about this before in terms of scoop sizes and whatnot. It's all about efficacious doses and actually like good manufacturing practices, which this does have that seal right there. So this is made in the US. So, you know, there's a lot of great things about this pre-workout. In terms of the effects, the focus was good. I don't feel any jitters, nothing crazy like that. I wouldn't say this is like overly stim. It is 350 milligrams of caffeine. So who is this targeted for? What is my thoughts, my opinion on who it's targeted for? I would say this is targeted for someone that is past the entry level of pre-workouts, wants a simple, effective pre-workout with a little bit more stim, still has the pump ingredient in it, still has the beta-alanine in it, still has creatine in it. Like literally this thing hits pretty much all of my core ingredients that I'm always looking for in a pre-workout. I can't say really enough great things about the taste. The price is absolutely incredible when it comes down to it. When you use that discount code VW25, save yourself 25% off your entire order. That just makes it absolutely incredible. This is definitely a go-to. Like I said, guys, I'm not a big taste person, but I think this tastes great. So I will definitely be including this in my arsenal of pre-workouts. Overall, in terms of effects, I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. Now, you might be asking yourself, why is it not a 5 out of 5? For me personally, this is just me, I need a little bit more stimulants in the panel. This is very simple, like I said, and I think it's targeted for a great audience, and a lot of you guys would absolutely love this pre-workout. I definitely think it's a solid pre in that regard. But for me personally, right now, I'm coming off of really high stim, 300 plus other stimulants within pre-workouts. And, you know, if I were to take this in 3 weeks after I've been off of all stimulants completely, whole different story. I'm gonna feel it a lot more than I did tonight. Again, I feel really good, no jitters. I feel like I'm gonna be able to edit this video, which I'm gonna do right after we stop filming this. Overall, great pre-workout. Definitely check it out, guys. If you wanna grab a sample of this, make sure you head on over to the website, www.vwfitness.club. I will more than happy send you guys out a sample of this and whatever pre-workouts you would like me to send as well. Make sure you send me an email or send me a note via Instagram, my email, whatever it may be. Make sure you guys let me know so I can send you guys out the right samples. I'd hate to just send out random stuff and you guys don't get really something that you're looking for or what you'd like to try. So shipping on that, guys, is flat $5 now. I've just made it simple and easy so that no one really has to think about it. It's $5. I usually send out more than 5 samples with each order. No guarantees, guaranteed 5. Anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. I appreciate you guys watching. As always, we'll see you in the next one.